The neonatal transport team is a specialized team of nurses and RTs that work together in collaboration with the neonatologists here in the neonatal unit.
We are on call 24 hours and we service all the province.
We actually go out into referral centers outside the city where babies are born that require extra help, or babies that were born premature, and babies that require transport back to the Janeway. Most often, the neonatologist will either come to us directly or to the charge nurse and let us know that there is a transport that's going ahead.
And then from there, we usually have a discussion with the doctor. And then from there, once we get the word that it is a go, we all kind of separate and go to our own departments where our own equipment is.
We take extra IV pumps and lights to start IVs and medications and basically anything we can anticipate using.
So we make sure what we have is not only there, present, but it's working and functioning well.
It takes us close on an hour for sure from the time we get the call until we can be wheels up.
Once everybody's got their equipment checked and ready to go, we usually pick a time that we'll meet downstairs.
It's a Citation S2. It climbs up to about 43,000 feet, so it gets on top of most weather. And it's a lot quicker than most around here, so it's a good plane for this. From one day to the next, we don't know where we're going or who's going to be on board. Whenever the phone rings, you've got an hour to be airborne.
Me and usually the nurse will just sit down, we'll chat about what's going on, all of our information that we've gotten, and basically just make up a plan of what we're going to do when we get there. So usually when we do arrive, we're usually met by a lot of people. Everyone's just relieved that we're there. Once we enter the room, we usually go right away. And first things first, we assess the baby.
We really want to have that baby as stable as we can possibly get them before we get on a plane.
And when things are settled down, we know what we're doing, then we can talk to the doctors.
And make sure that we've done what they want us to do, and that we kind of brainstorm together to make sure that we've provided the best care and that we are prepared to now travel back to St. John's.
I woke up, I was 25 weeks pregnant, and I woke up one morning in labor. The solution was them calling the NICU transport team. They had to get 2 teams out actually, 1 for each twin. I must say, once they got there, I do not ever feel were you ever worried that they were going to pass. And I don't ever think I had that feeling once the team got there. I really do feel like if we didn't have the NICU transport team, that my twins would have died.
These are critically ill babies, that we are caring for, and sometimes they don't make it, and that's, always difficult to deal with.
It's like an orchestra. Everybody shows up at the right time. When we show up here, there's an ambulance waiting for the patient. We put the plane in the hangar. They help unload the patient into the ambulance, and they're gone. That's the end of our trip. So I'm sure the nurses, that's when they really start working there too.
And it's the drive home maybe. The time where you actually sit down and have a minute to yourself that you actually think, yeah, it was a crazy day.
We just did something that's pretty big and hopefully positively impacted a baby, and hopefully, did something for a family that saved a life.